Hi, everyone. Welcome to the team call. I'm going to go over some recognition real quick, and then we have a great guest speaker on. So for those that have hit Success Club as of today, we have for Success Club 5, myself. Success Club 6, we have Brooke Reed, Joshua, Kelly. Oh, wait, I'm going to mute everyone. Sorry. Okay. Success Club 6, Melissa Virgil. Success Club 8, Emily Crushore, Kenny Kelly, Caroline Nathan, and Amy Morgan. Success Club 10, Ashley Feldson. Success Club 13, Kristen Stape, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And Success Club 14, Trip Knowles, a guy at the top of the list. Awesome. And let's see what we have updated for overall volume. And this is for November 26th to December 2nd. So top 20 volume, Jakin, oh my God, I'm going to butcher your last name, Haschenfeld, 370, Ashley Feldenson, 370, Beth Baker, 370, Angela Pegarek, 372, Rachel Clark, 375, Tammy Haiti, 375, Terry Bachlet, 375, Joyce Rogalski, 392, Candace Brune, 395, Kim Kenny, 405, Denise Brown, 410, Melinda Hall, 410, Leah Hall, 428, Carrie Martabano, 455, Bridget Moore, 518, Alyssa Sardelli, 555, Patrick Reelman, 610, Chris Bachlet with 670, Caroline Nathan, 740, and Cami DeSicchio with 810. And I think that is it for recognition this week. Oh, and then I'll just quickly, new coaches signed. So those who signed 2 or more coaches between November 26th and December 2nd. We have Michelle Jarash and Lisa Nardini with 2 new coaches and Kenny Kelly with 3 new coaches. So I think that's it for recognition. And the next updates should be coming out soon. Okay, so our guest speaker today is Alexis. Is it Whalen or Wallen?
It's Whalen.
Whalen, okay. So Alexis and I met in the 5-Star Diamond group on Facebook. So Beachbody, once you get to 5-star rank, you're entered into the wall. So I posted in there about Facebook ads, just saying like, I don't use them. Like I venture into it. Does anyone have any tips of, how they got started or whatever? And Alexis, reached out and posted in there what she was doing. And we started chatting back and forth. And as soon as I found out she had a Bernese Mountain Dog that was 1 month older than mine, I was like, all right, she's legit. I'm going to, follow what she's doing. But no, seriously, she has had some awesome success with Facebook ads. So I wanted to get her on and talk. But some of her stats, I posted it in the group. But she is currently a 5-star diamond. She has elite in the bag. She's going to wrap that up this year as an elite coach. She's in the top 100. She's on the Colorado Market Council, and you've been a coach for 2 years, right?
Yep.
You just celebrated your 2-year anniversary. Awesome. Well, I'll let you take over, and you can get started.
All right. Well, thank you so much. So excited to be here. I love talking on other people's calls just to see the culture and excitement. And I'm really big on facial expressions. It really helps me when I'm talking. So if you guys like to nod your head and smile, I really feed off of that. I really like to watch people's faces and stuff when I'm talking. It just kind of helps me keep my energy going. So if you have the resting bee face, when I'm trying to talk, it totally throws me off. I'm always like, oh my God, am I boring? Am I, you know what I mean? So anytime you smile or feel excited or want a head nod, I would absolutely love that. So first, just to give you guys kind of an idea of my story, how I started, I actually come from a fitness background. So right out of so I dropped out of college. I'm not afraid to say that anymore. I used to be really ashamed of it, but now it's just part of my story. And so I kind of go with it. So I dropped out of college and got into fitness. So I grew up as a dancer. And so I started doing dance lessons for kids and some adult dance lessons. And then I also started to get into group fitness. So I became a group fitness instructor, just fell in love with it. And then just kind of dove into fitness. So I've been in fitness for a long time. And then I actually managed a gym. I was in charge of a very high volume producing gym for a while. And then it kind of got to the point where I loved being a manager of a gym and I loved being, around fitness, but I felt like I wasn't making that much of an impact. I would sell a membership to somebody and then that was kind of it. If I saw people in gym, I could follow up with them, but I wasn't really getting to them in the way that I had hoped. So that's when I went into personal training. And personal training was amazing. I loved it. But I really struggled in personal training financially. We had so much traffic at this gym and so many personal trainers that we were literally like fighting for clients. And so it was just pretty competitive and I just really struggled and I was kind of at the point where I'm like, gosh, do I want to do this forever? Like, is this really what I want to do? But I just loved fitness so much and I didn't know. Well, I had a client of mine that told me I should like get into sales because she was like, you're really good at sales. Obviously you managed a gym, you sell people thousands of dollars of personal training, you're obviously good at what you do. And so I just started to look kind of outside of the fitness industry. And I tell people I ended up getting my first like real job, I would call it. Because when I was in fitness, I never felt like I even had a job because it's fun and it just never felt like a job to me. So I got a real job. So I was a outside sales rep for an auto auction. It was brutal. Let me tell you, it was rough just because it was very cutthroat, very competitive. I was cold calling on car dealerships. So I was dealing with men all day. I love you guys, but man, they can be rough sometimes. So gave me a run for my money, but I was like hell bent on making this job work because I didn't have a college degree and I landed this job kind of because of somebody that I knew and it just kind of all fell into place. And I was like, okay, I really cannot screw this up because somehow I got into this position. And so long story short, there were 2 accounts in my territory that were really large. And if I landed those two accounts, it would guarantee I would make over 6 figures a year. So my whole goal was just to get those 2 accounts. And I had my supervisor and the owner of the business laugh in my face when I told them that was my plan. Like, I'm going to go after these 2 accounts. And they laughed. They were like, you're crazy. Never going to happen. So they had been trying to land these accounts for 10 plus years and they had never been able to do it. Well, 8 months later, I landed not one, but both. After 10 years of them never being able to do it, I made it happen. Like I said, I was hell bent on making it happen. And it's crazy because the one account was like over $1 million account. I mean, this was almost life-changing even for the owner of the business. So I was like on top of the world. I'm like, I'm the hero. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this. It was so cool. And about 2 months after that, one day I was at work doing my thing and I got pulled into the owner's office and he said, effective immediately, your position has been eliminated. After I had just like become the hero at this place and landed these accounts and I knew I was going to be making over 6 figures a year and I was on top of the world, they fired me. So that was my defining moment right there, you guys. My defining moment that I was no longer going to be at the mercy of somebody else's dream. And that if I really wanted to make my life what I wanted it to be, I was going to have to be the boss. So I had actually became a Beachbody coach a couple of months prior to this, but I wasn't really working the business. And I said, all right, this is it. I've been following these top Beachbody coaches. I kind of have been seeing the success that they had. And so at that point, I dove in. I went diamond in like 90 days. I was just really ready to make it rock. But then I will tell you, I was a diamond coach for a year. I was just I hit diamond. I let off the gas, coasted. I'm sure many of you guys know what I'm talking about, whether you're the upline of someone who's done that or maybe you've done it. It's so easy because you get to diamond, then you're like, oh, I got to diamond. I'm here. Now I can relax. When no, that's really the time you have to like speed up and start getting your butt going. So anyways, so I was a diamond for a year, but then in the January of this year, I went 1-star, and then by July I was 7-star qualifying. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like boom, 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 boom. Currently I'm 5-star. I've had 2 that kind of fall in and out. So, and that's the beauty of the business as you get to this level. It's really hard. It's one thing to get your coaches to go diamond. It's a whole nother story to have them sustain it. But that's kind of my story. That's where I'm at now. So yeah, like Amy said, I'm going to finish as an elite coach, and it's been an amazing journey. I'm going to make for sure next year. I mean, I'm income wise doing really well. But for sure next year I will out earn what I was going to make with those 2 large accounts that I made at that job. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm finally at where I need to be, and it just feels so good. So kind of long-winded. I can ramble. So Amy, if you need to like tell me to keep it moving, just let me know. But I'm going to talk to you guys about like pages. So this is kind of my first basically almost 2 years. No, I shouldn't say that. Probably like 15, 16 months of my business, I ran everything on my personal page. But I really hustled on my personal page, and I started to really dry up my market to the point where I was starting to like freak out almost like, okay, I'm going to be like running out of people. What am I going to do? And so I started to do some research, and just started, dabbing into my Facebook page a little bit, like page. But let me just tell you guys first, I was seriously the biggest skeptic of this whole like page thing. Because I'm like, every time I post on it, nobody comments, nobody likes, it totally sucks. Like, I have heard this from every coach in my downline. Well, I post on it and nobody likes it, nobody comments it. I get it. I seriously get it. I used to be like, screw it. I'm just not going to do it. Like, forget it. I don't care if I post on my personal page and I get in trouble or I get caught. I'm just going to do it anyways, because you know what I mean? Like, it just got to that point. And then Jesse came into my life, and Jesse is the guy who has been mentoring Amy and I on Facebook ads, and he's completely changed my business. And he's opened my eyes to a new world that I had no idea about. So I'm going to share that with you guys. I'm going to do a little PowerPoint here just because it keeps me on track from rambling. So the power of your like page. So why do you need a like page first and foremost?
Just unmute yourself, Alexis. I muted.
Okay, perfect. So I don't know who has a like page, who doesn't, but here's just a few reasons why I think you need one. From a Facebook standpoint, it's technically illegal to promote your business on a personal page. And I know this totally freaks and stresses people out. So
can you put it in presentation mode? Is it?
Can you not see
where it says view, like underneath where the power of your like page, there's a view button, just so it's bigger to the left. All the way to the left where it says view.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, and then hit the present. Yeah, it'll just make it bigger. Cool.
Better?
Yep.
Okay. So don't stress about this, because obviously there's like gazillion Beachbody coaches and other direct marketing companies that are promoting their businesses on their personal page. But just be aware that it is technically against the terms of service. And, there have been Beachbody coaches that have gotten their Facebook pages like blocked, or they went to Facebook jail for a while because they were promoting on their personal page. So it is a possibility. Do I think it's going to happen to you? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot of people get away with it, but in my eyes, you just want to protect yourself and your business. And so that's just first and foremost, that's why you need a like page. And you have the means to reach thousands of people. You guys, I was so skeptical about this until I started to see the amount of people that I could reach and the ways that I could reach them, and how effective this really can be if you just learn how to do it the right way. It gives you feedback. So Facebook, on your personal page, you're never going to know like why something works or why it doesn't. So like if a bunch of people like a post and it's at a certain time, you can't see any statistics on it. You can't see any sort of feedback as far as like, okay, so 80% of the people that like this were women. This is stuff you can see on your like page. So you can use the statistics that Facebook gives you to then better improve what you're putting out to your audience, you know, and better improve your brand. I mean, it's just really incredible what you can see. I mean, you can see, are most of my followers on at 9 p.m.? You know, I was always like, oh, you need to post at like 5 or 6 p.m. because that's like dinner time. No, I mean, for me now I've learned like 7:30, 8 p.m. is when I get the most, because that's when most people are on Facebook. Probably because they're done cooking dinner and they're sitting on the couch. You know what I mean? So it just teaches you things that you'll never be able to learn from your personal page. Also, you can target your avatar. So, you know, once you start to get into figuring out what your ideal customer is and who you really want to reach, you can target them. You can literally take a little bit of money and dabble it out there and say, oh my gosh, like I can reach people. Oh, Josie's trying to get in the presentation here. You can actually target specific people, specific genders, people who like Tiffany and Company and who earn more than $100,000 a year. I mean, it's really insane how specific you can get. So, your like page is crucial, and it's for the future of your business too, you guys. So if you're not there yet, it's okay, but you're going to want to be there. So you just need to start to be proactive about it, because I bet you in, let's say 2 years or 3 years, maybe 5 years, everybody's going to need a like page. Like, we're not going to be able to do it on our personal pages, whether it's because you tapped out at 5,000 friends or Facebook just completely says, okay, no more business on your personal page at all. Regardless, you're going to need it. So why not just take care of it now and learn how to properly use it so that over time, it benefits your business. And, you know, a last thing too is this is your brand. This is you. Nobody can take away your brand. Nobody can touch you and your brand. And that's what's awesome about your like page. Like, it's meant for business. So you can hop on there and you can be you, and that's that. Okay, so first things first, I like to prepare people that running a like page is such a commitment. It takes consistency and hard work and patience, and it's like your Beachbody business. It's not going to happen overnight. And that was my big thing. I wanted instant gratification. I would post like what I thought was a killer post on my like page, and there'd be freaking crickets. And then I want to chuck the thing because I'm like, well, come on, what, you know? Or you have a post that does really well on your personal page, but then you put it on your like page and it gets nothing, and people don't understand that. The reason that happens is because you've been building your brand and your face or your business on your personal page. So it has a following. So people see it. You're in the newsfeed because you're actively using it. That's why it's more successful. Had you been putting the energy and the time and consistency into your like page that you have your personal page, it would do the same thing. But you can do it more, times 10, times 100, times a million. I mean, seriously, it's cool. So always post with intention. You guys know that, I'm sure. Always keep your avatar in mind. You know, one thing that's so specific about your like page and your business page is you have to stand out, because there's a lot of business pages out there. There's a lot of fitness experts. There's a lot of Beachbody coaches. How do you set yourself apart? What do you want to attract? You know, I swear a lot. So I swear in my posts sometimes, and if that offends somebody, then they're not my avatar. And I know that might seem a little bold, and I hope that doesn't come off like, I don't know, weird to you guys, but that's just me. I swear. It's just, I grew up in a small town in Wisconsin, and we drink a lot of beer and we swear. That's just what we do, you know? So this is my avatar. This is what I want to attract, you know? So just every time you're posting, you have to post with intention, with thought, with who are you trying to reach and why, you know? So many times it's all fitness. It's all Shakeology. It's all Beachbody. You guys, the more you can just step away from that and just be you, then the more you're going to see success. I can almost guarantee that, because once people start to connect with you and they like you because of who you are, then you can start to build that relationship and move beyond that. I really strongly believe that your like page is not a platform to sell products. And another thing that I found that people do is they will kind of build their brand on their personal page and then just use their like page to like post about challenge groups and stuff. Another reason why you're not going to see any success over there, because you have to treat it like just like you've been treating your personal page. You have to be consistent. You have to be you know, you have to really let people know, okay, do I want to like this page? Do I want to continue to follow this page? Like, do I like this chick? Do I not? You know, so, I rarely ever post about products. I do, of course, when there's like a product launch. Obviously I posted a lot about hammer and chisel, but then I probably won't post about a product again until we have another one come out. I just don't, because I don't need to. I have so many relationships that are being built, and so many people following me just because they like what I post, that it all leads to, you know, sales or challengers or coaches in the end. So your main goal is to grow a network outside of your, I can't see this, warm market, build solid relationships with your audience and gain their trust, you know, and the trust thing is huge, you guys. You can't, somebody that posts about Beachbody all day, you're not going to gain their trust because you just look like another one of those people. Set yourself apart. I can't tell you how many times I actually had a girl today message me and say, you know what, I've been following Beachbody coaches for 2 years. And she said, I've had so many of them cold message me and right off the bat ask me if I wanted to sign up or whatever, which, I mean, I do that too. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing to invite, obviously. But she said, I just really liked how you started to like talk to me and build a relationship first. And this is a girl from my cold market. She's from my like page. And now she's going to do a free group with me. And she said that she really wants to try Shakeology. I'm sure she'll be a future customer of mine. You know what I mean? So I feel like she just had a better genuine feeling coming from my page or from me. And that was maybe why. I don't know. So, okay. So if you're going to go and grow your like page, I just have a few ideas or suggestions for you of how you could start to get some traffic over there. I did like an I moved banner or cover photo on my personal page. And then just start telling people. I would post like 3 or 4 times a week. Hey guys, I'm not posting here anymore. Go to my like page. Hey guys, you know, you kind of sound annoying, but I mean, you got to let people know that like, I was literally like, I'm not going to post all my juicy life details. You're never going to find out unless you don't go to my like page. You know what I mean? People are nosy. They want to know your juicy life details. So, tag your like page. So you can actually, like, you guys know, you can tag like your friends' names. The same thing, you can tag your like page. So you can say like, while you know, are telling people, hey, will you go check out my like page? You can actually tag it so that it's easy for them to click and head over there. Teaser posts are great. So an example of this would be if you have like a recipe, a really great recipe, you actually do post the picture of it on your personal page. And then you say, hey, if you want the recipe to this, you got to go to this link and send them over to your like page. Or like, you know, maybe a picture like, oh, you know, with like a crazy face. If you guys follow my like page, that's like the only face I make. I make it in like every picture. But I'll like, oh my God, you will never believe what happened today. But then that's it. I'm like, you're gonna have to go to my like page to find out because I'm not telling, you know, so just that really cool, like suspenseful way to tease people that are super nosy. They want to know. Seriously, people are so nosy. And then how to grow your like page ads. So Jesse Reagan, social team builder, he's going to, and then I think Amy, you've kind of talked about this. Okay. So he's having a webinar in January. Highly recommend it. It's the best $300 that you will ever spend in your life. I did Marketing Impact Academy with Shalene Johnson, and that was like $2,000, I think. And it was a great program, but it just wasn't anything even close to comparable to what I've learned from Jesse. And I think it's just because he's so, it's very detailed and very specific to coaches. And so I've just had a lot of success with it. So I don't know. Are you guys, okay. I just want to make sure nobody's like asking questions or anything. We can keep that for the end too.
Yeah, we can do the questions at the end.
Okay, perfect. So top ways to get organic reach. So I try to think of my best ideas for you guys, because the thing you're going to need to do in the beginning is really hammer a lot of this home so that you can start to get that organic reach. Because it's going to
organic reach. You just mean like people you already know and stuff, right?
Sorry, yeah. So organic basically means you didn't pay for it. You know, this is free. You didn't pay for it. And these are people that are getting attracted to your post and engaging on it in some way. And that's where people usually struggle. And that's where they get frustrated and kind of give up. Right. So posting quality material, obviously, I mean, I can't teach quality material, but you know what's quality. Like literally what, one thing I try to tell my coaches is, is this something that would be of quality to you? If you were reading it in the news feed, raw and conversational or controversial is good. The more raw I get, the better my page does, I swear. And it's really hard for me to do sometimes because I'm like, oh, this is freaky. I'm telling people about my personal life, but I don't know. It's that's what people like. They want to know that you're real and you're not some robot that's just trying to sell them a product. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Controversial, besides politics, I would not post politics. I don't recommend that at all. But when I say controversial, I mean like, moms have good controversial topics. Like, do you breastfeed in public? Do you let it, like stuff like that where people are like, oh, this is kind of juicy. I want to get in on this. That's going to help the engagement on your page and really, just help with that organic reach. So the reach basically meaning you're reaching people in your newsfeed. Ask questions and or opinions. So one of my top best tips on getting organic reach is to have like 2 or 3 options of something and then use a photo editing app and put like A, B, and C or 1, 2, and 3 or whatever, and then ask people which one they choose. So I had to pick out a gown for a holiday party that I'm going to, and I had A or B. I almost seriously wanted to delete it because so many people were commenting on it. I'm like, okay, I get your opinion now. That's enough. But it does really help the engagement on your page. So that's a really great one. I'm really trying to pick between these Nikes or these New Balance. Like, what do you guys think? What should I go with? People love that. Ask them questions, I did one once that said, if you had to pick, if you had to pick that you could only have one of these, what would it be? And it was cheese or chocolate. Oh my God, let that sit in. Because seriously, for a second, I'm like, should I even ask that? Because I can't even answer it myself. But holy cow, people were like going nuts over it. Like people were like, oh my God, I would die for chocolate. And other people were like, come on, I'm from Wisconsin, cheese. Okay, so just like funny questions like that. Selfies. I'm a big selfie person. Some people are going to disagree with this, but you guys, selfies, they can see your face. They can see your emotion. Sometimes I do a very sentimental selfie. Sometimes I do a crazy selfie, but that's their opportunity to see, okay, this is my face. And then this is what I have to say about it. That's your time to connect with them. I sometimes will post, I actually posted one time a selfie of me crying and I had tears on my face and I'm like, okay, this is just so emo, but I posted it anyways. And I really had a thoughtful post about it because it's something that happened that had made me cry. I had 100 some people comment on it. I mean, it's just insane. People want the raw, real you. Video. Did I say video? Video. You guys, Facebook loves video. Just to clue you in on why Facebook's number one competitor is YouTube. So anytime you're going to put a video on YouTube, it's going to be in the newsfeed and it's going to do well. I will never be able to get a picture post compared to the amount of reach that I get on a video. I've never been able to outdo a video. Videos kill it. Go ahead.
Alexis, for the videos, you should be posting the video directly to Facebook, not a YouTube link, because they don't want YouTube as much on Facebook, correct?
Amen. So it has to be uploaded organically, or you have to actually upload it from your phone or from your computer directly to Facebook. Yeah. So, and in fact, if you post a YouTube video, it will do worse because Facebook hates it. They don't want their competitor stuff on there. So, your best bet is to record the video on your phone or your computer and then just upload it straight to Facebook. Yeah, good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Tagging your personal page. So this has been huge for me, and now I do this in every single picture, and I think it's really helped. When you post on your page, you tag your personal page in it so that in the newsfeed it says Alexis Whalen has been tagged in this post. So my followers from my personal page see that I've been tagged in this post. Well, it happens to be my post, but it's just nice because then it's that extra bump, I guess, that chances are there's going to be more people that are going to see it because you're tagging yourself. You guys already know, but transformation pictures, they always just do amazing. Ask your family and teammates to show some love. So when you're building your Facebook page, one thing that we do in our team page, which we had to put a stop to it for a while because it was getting a little out of control. But every time somebody like posts an important post on their like page, they post in our team page and say, hey guys, can you just show me some love on this, so that it gets that instant organic reach. So then like 20 or 30 girls or coaches on our team would like it right away. And then when Facebook sees that you're getting fast engagement quick, like right after it's been posted, they think that it's a good post. So then they'll start filtering it in more again. And then just be mindful of what time you post. Like I said, you're not going to want to post something super important Saturday afternoon because people are out doing their own stuff, Sunday nights, Monday nights, those are always very successful. And just you have to figure out, because what's successful for me and what time works for me may not work for you. That's what's cool about the like page. It'll actually, in the insights and stuff, it'll actually tell you that. So yeah, those are my top tips for just kind of how to get your page up there. So let me just tell you some perks to having a like page, and kind of what it's done for my business. So, and some of this is going to be a little over your head. So I just kind of did this for my own sake, but I'll kind of explain. So like one cool thing you can do with your like page is split testing. And this was mind blowing. When I first learned this, I was like, what? So basically you can put ads out there to promote your like page just to get likes. So just to grow your actual page size. And you can split test like as many things as you want so that you can actually figure out what's the most successful. So instead of just guessing, okay, I'm going to use this one video that I made and make an ad out of it and hope it does well and pay maybe 30, 40 cents a like, you can actually split test. So how this works is like, I would take like 6 different videos and I would split test all 6 of them, all with the same audience, but they're all different videos. And so then I'm basically figuring out what Facebook likes and what the best one is. And then all of a sudden you'll see like one starts to do really well and it's at like 9 cents and the rest are at like 15 or 20. So then I turn the rest off and I keep that one on. And then that's a good indicator that that's a popular video. And then you can take the winning video and you can split test it again amongst different audiences. Or you can take the winning video and you can split test it amongst different texts. You can try to see if there's different text that works. I mean, split testing is mind blowing. I've been able to get ads down to 4 or 5 cents a like, which is truly unheard of. Were you going to say something, Amy?
I was just going to say I got one down to 7. So I was about
that. That's impressive. Like anything below 10% in the Facebook world is like people want to know what you're doing. And so it's really, I don't know. It's the split testing thing to me is cool because then you're actually doing the right thing for your business. You're testing, right? You're not just guessing. Then targeting your avatar. So I've already talked about this a little bit, but you can test something, you could test it for weeks. And then once you find the winning thing, then you could test a bunch of different avatars that you like in different audiences. So that's just another really great perk of your like page.
I was just going to say, so like with the split testing that Alexis is talking about, I don't know how many of you guys do this, but I know a lot of you will like say, oh, I'm going to boost a post. So you have a post on your page and you think that it's been doing well and it's been getting likes or whatever. So you're just going to like click that boost and pick your target in there. So what Alexis is saying is that what we've learned through Jesse's training is it's like a back office, basically, like what you're on Coach Online Office, basically. And you go in and you test all these little things and you don't pay a lot. Like you pay like $3 per each one for the whole day. And like you can turn them off earlier if you want. Like you can check the next day and be like, oh, that one's really not doing that well. I'll turn it off. So you're not just like blindly saying, oh, this posted really well. Because things that have done well for me on my personal page, I'm like, oh, it'll do well. And then it like does horrible. And like this ugly workout video where I was like, didn't look good and like whatever, like did a lot better. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Okay. But so the split testing helps you like find the best one at the lowest cost.
There you go. That's good. Like at the lowest cost. That's a good, that's a main point of that. And, with boosting, I mean, Jesse says to never boost because he's like really, really, no, don't boost because again, it's a shot in the dark. I mean, and a lot of times what people do is they're like, oh, my post is doing well. I'm going to boost it for $20. I've spent a lot of money on boosting and I will never boost again because $20 at a audience that you have no clue, even if it's an audience that works, you're basically throwing your money out the window. I mean, you really are. So if you split test and you find the audience that does work and it's cheap, then you can target that all day long. You know what I mean? So it's just really cool. So dark posts are also another thing that when I first learned, I was like, what? So dark posts are actually posts that it's an ad that you put out and it says sponsored. So it looks like it was boosted, but it wasn't. It was an actual ad and it goes out into like the Facebook world. And so people are seeing it in their news feeds, but it wasn't actually posted to your Facebook page. So it's cool because like I've done a lot of coach opportunity dark posts. So I have all these ads out and they're out in the Facebook world, but I didn't actually put them on my page, because then what you can do is you can split test them and figure out which one works. And then the one that wins, put that on your Facebook page because you know that it was successful. So, and you know, for that you could do coach opportunity ads or challenge group ads. If you've seen, a lot of people see like top coaches, like, you know, sponsored ads, that typically is a dark post. There are still some top coaches that boost, that freaks me out that they do, but I guess they just don't know. So that's another great perk. Events. Oh my gosh, events. I just kind of started working on events and it's like blowing my mind. So you actually do an event from your like page. And then that again, you can split test images of like the event to see what gets the most traction. I put like very little money into an event that I just did. I want to say I put like maybe $15 into it. I went from Success Club 2 to Success Club 16 in 2 days off of an event that I spent $10 on. And I was literally doing cartwheels in my living room because I'm like, I spent no money on this. I mean, $10, I'll spend $10 all day long. Are you kidding me? So events are great. And the cool thing about events too is you can actually invite people from your personal page still, which I did. And some people like crawled out of the rocks for me, like people from my personal page, like that I've contacted and I've tried to reach before. And then I invited them to this event. And I guess that was what they wanted to see. So that was really neat. Video views. So you can do ads to get more video views on a video. And the reason that you would want to do this is also mind-blowing. I think everything's mind-blowing about this. I'm sure I've said it like 10 times now. But so I actually recently made a video about my story. And so then I put a bunch of ads out. You can do an ad that's specific to video views. So basically Facebook just tries to get a lot of people to watch it. So it's going to be in the newsfeed a lot. But then what you can do is Facebook gives you statistics on who watched 75% or more of the video. So then what I can do is I can do a coaching opportunity ad to those exact people that watch 75% or more of my video. Like, if that doesn't blow your mind, like I'm literally, so clearly if somebody spent the time to watch 75% of my 10-minute video, is 10 minutes long, they might be interested in me, or they might like my story, or they might be interested in what I'm doing, right? So then I could literally Facebook gives me the, I can't think of what it's called right now, but the information to then put an ad out for those specific people. So that's another really cool thing. And then giveaways. Another thing that I was totally against, I'm not doing a giveaway. I don't want to deal with all those tire kickers. I just did a giveaway on my page, and I have literally over 200 people right now that are like chomping at the bit. Like I'm having conversations with people. People want to know more about Shakeology. People want to know about my challenge group.
Oh, your giveaway thing? I saw that. Oh my God, you had so much interaction.
I had to shut it off. Jesse wanted me to keep it on, and I was like, no, I have to take this down. I can't handle this many people. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but
you had like 192 shares. I liked how on there you said, like this photo, share it on your page, so then that other people will see it too, and then comment why you think you like deserve Shakeology, or like what you think Shakeology would do for your health or whatever.
Yeah, and it's amazing like what people start writing. Like people are like, I just had my 3rd kid and I just really want to get my health back in store. Or somebody was like, I just had a doctor's appointment and was told I had high cholesterol. Hello, I can start talking to all these people. They're telling me, I mean, I really was like, I don't want to do a giveaway. And then now that I see like how cool it is that I have all these people now have opened up to me and told me why they need Shakeology, I mean, how cool is that? That's such an easy transition for me to convert them to a free group or a challenge group, or who knows? I mean, maybe they just want to sign up, you know? So that was also really eye-opening. So this is, I mean, you guys, these are the perks of your like page, and it might seem really far away, and it did for me too. And I was, you know, discouraged. I really was. I'm not just saying that. I was like so over my like page. And then once I did Jesse's training, it just clicked for me, you know? And I mean, you have to apply it. It's one of those things where, you know, you have to really make sure that you're following it step by step. But the great thing about it is it's almost math. I mean, Facebook has an algorithm that they use for all of their stuff. So once you figure out what Facebook likes, then you can just feed into that and you're going to get results back. So it's just really been, I mean, I've been signing up coaches left and right. I've got challengers. I mean, conversations are being started. I'm building my email list. I'm building my friends list. I mean, it's just like never ending. And it's all just simply from doing this training that is going to be going on in January. So obviously I highly recommend it. And, you know, again, it's one of those things, it's an investment. You're not going to see results right away, and it's going to take time, but I truly believe it's so worth it in the long run. So that's kind of all I had, Amy. I figured we'd have some questions and stuff.
Yeah, I think if everyone has questions, could you just post them in the box and I'll ask her and she can respond, so we don't have, you know, it'll go by a little smoother. But yeah, awesome. I think like some of the big things just to get started on on like pages that I took away was videos. So and I even noticed that for me as well. So like I'm also doing Jesse's training, but I started after Alexis and I'm still like getting my feet wet, but I already know that when I post a video, it gets a lot more likes than, and by a lot more likes, I mean like 5 likes as opposed to like 1. But no, seriously. And then tagging your personal page, I like that. So like, you know, it's coming in people's newsfeed that haven't liked your page. I liked the teasers. So like on your regular page, even if you're not ready to like close out your regular page, still like saying, oh, here's what I ate for dinner tonight. Like if you want the recipe, click this, and tagging your like page for them to go there and stuff. So getting more traction over there was big. And I think a lot of people are asking about like the split testing and stuff, and it is really confusing. And like Alexis and I won't be able to like fully explain that just through like a video on this. But if you invest the $300 and do Jesse's training, like his videos are like idiot proof. Like I was like, I mean, it was still overwhelming for me at first, and like still things are, but like he's like, and click on this. And to go back, click on this. Like everything is so, like he's very detailed and like slow and step by step. But the split testing, it's basically like you're just going in like a back office. So it's just a separate page on it's called like an ads manager. And you're just putting in a few different videos and like seeing if they're going to be good. So they're not going on your news or on your actual page. They're going on your news feed. But it is a little bit confusing to explain. So let's see, going back up. I answered that question. Did you post a direct link to her challenge pack in the event, to her CP in the event? Did she post a direct link to her challenge pack in the event?
Nope. No. So how I did the event was, I just kind of kept posting in the group, like here are some results from the program, and just kept posting in there so people were getting notifications from me. So kind of like building up and creating excitement within the group. But I did not give, no, I make my...
Wait, hang on, okay, go ahead.
I make my link like it's gold. Like I don't give my link away until somebody says they have their credit card in their hand and they're ready to sign up.
Yeah.
Because I make people like work for it. So really what I started doing then, if people were clicking that they were interested or going to my event, I was friend requesting them and then sending them a message and then going from there. So.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Is it best to just use your name for the name of your like page? Like, so should it just be like Alexis Whalen for both?
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be different opinions about this. For me personally, I think so because it's the easiest for people to find you, So like if you meet someone at the coffee shop, check out my like page, it's under my name. It's just easier than like, roses and rainbows with Julie. I mean, they might not know that that's you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm a believer in keeping everything, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, all the same name. Let's see, what was the next question? Oh my gosh, they keep going in so fast. What kind of videos do you think get better? Oh my God. All right, hang on. Don't post for a second because every time I scroll up, it brings me back to the bottom. Sorry. What kind of videos do you think receive a better response?
Well, first and foremost, just FYI to everybody, you always want horizontal videos. So make sure to record your videos horizontal. If it's vertical, it's another thing that Facebook doesn't like, and they'll not give it. I mean, Facebook controls us more than the government, you guys. It's insane. They know everything about us. And I mean, it's just nuts. So yeah, they don't like vertical videos. So record it horizontal. And then I think two key things is if it's a workout video, those do really well for me. Like literally I'll do like 3 ab moves and it'll get like 8,000 shares. Okay. Not 8,000, but like 200. So I would recommend speeding it up and also adding music, but you have to be careful because if it, basically you have to use, what is the word? Non-copyrighted music or
royalty free.
Yeah, there we go. So just be careful with the music because again, Facebook doesn't like that and you'll get slapped on the wrist for that as well. So
and it's like the music industry too, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on for a second, you guys, with posting. Can we go over how to tag our personal page? I've tried and it doesn't always work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is like a burning question. I have people message me every day ask this. So I'll show you guys. I'll screen share quick.
And if you guys haven't, definitely check out Alexis's like page and you can see like what videos have worked for her the best and stuff. Obviously you
can. Okay. So the key is that you have to be on your personal page. So you're not going to log into your like page, but you're going to go. So here's my like page, but I'm like logged in as my personal profile. So you go click on your like page.
Oh my God, I never log into my like page. I'm always just on it from is that bad?
How do you get your notifications?
It just pops up.
Did they come to your personal page?
Wait, see right there, it says notification.
Those are like my personal page notifications.
No,
here. I don't know. I like to go back in and like see it separate. Like I keep the two separate. I don't know. I'm weird.
Yes. I don't even know my password to it then.
So that's really funny. Okay. So then the key is you're going to click on, okay. So you have to right click on the picture while it's on the newsfeed. So you can't click on it here or it won't work. This is serious. Like it's so weird how particular it is, but so you right click on it and then you're going to open link in new tab. And then once it opens up in here, you just click tag photo and it'll let you tag it. So that's one way. Okay. It's basically what I was told. I like did research on this because I'm like, come on, this is the only way. Apparently this like opens up the old version of Facebook. Like it takes you back into like the old layout and that's how it lets you tag yourself. It's bizarre. So you can do that and that's the way I always do it. But then I just recently learned you can actually click on the picture. You can then copy the up here, you can, okay, this thing's messing with me, but you can copy the URL of right here. So copy the URL of that and then copy and paste that into a new tab and then do it. So that it's like an extra step, but I know some people do it that way. So you would like open up a new browser and paste it and then you'll see it'll pop up my picture still in that same old format. And then you can tag your photo there.
Okay.
So that's how you do it.
Okay, we only have time for a little bit more because then I have to get on Alexis's call and speak.
I love it.
So you won't really be using your Facebook page, really. Your goal is to close it out completely.
I know. So I basically went on a hiatus and I told myself I'm not posting it on my personal page until I get this damn thing going. So I didn't post on it for like 3 months, and it was brutal. But you guys have to remember too, when you're building your like page, you're still going to be on your personal page sending your invites every day and building those relationships and contacting people and adding to your friends list. I mean, that is still all going on, it's just that you're going to be posting on your like page and directing people over there. And one thing I did too is I kind of weaned into it. So I would start posting like once a day on my personal page, or maybe even twice a day. I mean, if you post a lot, like I used to post like 5 times a day on my personal page. I don't know how they didn't catch me. But maybe you need to wean yourself into it. Another thing I don't know why I didn't think of this, but you can go over to your like page and invite all of your Facebook friends from there. Yeah. You can click invite.
It's easy on your phone too. For some reason on my phone, it like pops up the people I haven't invited yet. Whereas on the like page on the computer, when I click it, it just shows me like everyone. I'm like, no, only show me people I haven't invited yet. So on the phone, it pops up people you haven't invited. So that's easy to do. And it's just like right on the like page. And I think you just have to hit like a little drop down in the center, but you can find it.
And one other thing too, now that I've got my like page going, is I utilize my personal page as my personal page. So I post pictures of Josie because Lord knows that dog gets engaged. If you guys got a dog, use your dog on your like page. That's a way to get organic reach. Holy cow, they love her. But I still will post pictures of her on my personal page, or I'll still post like when I'm pissed about the Packers sucking. I'll post that on my like page. Stuff that is actually like really personal. I mean, my like page is basically, oh, look at him. Oh my goodness.
His head is bigger than mine.
Okay, he is
most like, I'm like, hey, do you guys want to buy a challenge pack? They're like, no, but your dog is so cute. I'm like,
what was I saying now? Oh, he's just so cute. It threw me off. Oh, but so yeah, I do post on my personal page now, like, random stuff like that, or like happy birthday to my dad, stuff like that. My like page is really like my soap opera of my life. I mean, it really is, but.
Okay. Another one is someone asked how to do dark posts, but like, you can't sit here and talk about that. That's what you need to do Jesse's training for. Cause he literally, like when I say it's like video after video, it's like a whole module with like over an hour of like videos on how to do things. So.
And it's cool because what I would do is like, I'd have my like page up while his video was running, and he'd be like, oh yeah. And then he'd be like, and then you do this. And then I'd pause it and then I'd go over and I'd do it. And I mean, you got to stumble through it in the beginning, but now I can whip out ads in like minutes now because I've done it.
It does become like second nature. But at first I was the same way. I'd be like back and forth, writing everything down. Do you incorporate Instagram at all or no?
No, I've always been a believer that you just pick one and go with it. I mean, some people have great luck with Instagram. I just didn't.
I know I built my entire business on Instagram, but I feel like it's gotten harder, and like I've basically completely switched over to Facebook the past couple of months. I still am on Instagram because I've built up a decent following.
Yeah, and that was the other thing too. Like when I was building my business, I never even really used it. So it wouldn't make sense for me to do that now.
Cool. To this way, I don't make like page giveaway. Did you do a giveaway on your Facebook page or your like page? You did it on your like page.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. From Dave, the percentage of people that like your page, are they paid likes or organic likes?
Percentage of people on your page, are they? Paid. Totally paid. Yeah. But I will say that the cool thing about, if you wanted to just do like page ads, like if you just wanted to build your like page, I mean, you could technically just do that and not do all the other kinds of ads, like especially in the beginning. I mean, I went from 1,200 likes that took me months to get, and now I have 12,000.
Yeah.
And I mean, it went fast, and I really haven't spent that much money in the realm of when you look at how much money I've made back. So
yeah, as far as for me, for like pages, I started with about a little over 1,000, maybe like 1,200 as well. And I started with Jesse a month ago, and now I have almost 6,000 followers. And those are all like paid. But the thing about it, it's not like Instagram, for these you guys who use Instagram, it's not just like kind of blind. It's more, it's targeted to who you like. Mine is targeted to like women who live in the United States between 25 and 32 and like who like this page and this interest or whatever. So they're more targeted. But yeah, so, and I got mine down to 7 cents a like. So you guys can do the math on that. If I, want to get my page to 10,000 followers and I'm starting at 0, it's going to be $700. So it's just a matter of, and mine is running nonstop right now. Cause I'm trying to build up the more likes on my page. You can turn it off whenever you want. I just know in my mind that I want to get past, 10,000. So I'm just letting mine run and I know I'm going to be paying $1,000 or whatever. So it's totally up to what you guys want to do. And you can stretch it out. Like I have mine running at $20 a day. So like that's a lot for some people, but you can have it run for $2 a day or $1 a day, like however slow or fast you want to go with it. And then that's just for the getting likes on your page, and then running ads is different and all that stuff.
And the thing is it probably sounds so overwhelming. And I know for me, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be spending all this money. But I can't even imagine like where my business would be had I not done this. I mean, it has accelerated my business so much more, and I'm making the money back. I mean, and I'm making it back quickly. In the beginning I didn't. The first couple months, like Amy is in those stages right now where she's just
I
trying
haven't made any money, just so you guys know. But I have conversations going and stuff. I've only been doing it a month. I'll be honest, like I haven't been giving it 100% effort that I could be. But I just know, you have to have that belief and that mindset. Just with starting Beachbody, like you have to have the belief and the mindset that you're not going to be rich tomorrow. So I'm just going in with it, and I kind of set a budget for myself, and I know that I'm planting seeds right now with some people, and my main focus isn't to sell a challenge pack tomorrow to someone from my like page. Mine is to build a following over there and plant some seeds and just get some likes and stuff going. So you kind of have to, it is an investment, but, and when Alexis was talking to me about it first, like even I was like, oh my God, it seems expensive. And it did put things into perspective for me, like being a new coach again, because it is a lot of training and stuff, just like when you're a new coach, but it becomes like kind of quicker and takes time, but still, yeah.
Now I'm like addicted to it. Like, I'm like, oh, what kind of ads can I run today? What can I, wonder if I can target people who like the same designer bag that I have. I mean, it's nuts what you can do. It's fun.
I'm still in the frustrated phase, but
we'll get you past there. I promise.
Yeah. Okay.
We're fine on time too. My team they're not going to go anywhere. So
you need to get a separate account to create a like page. No, you can create a like page, I think, just through your same email and everything.
Yep.
I need a dog and a baby. Do you recommend posting team info, like recognition posts on your like page?
I do. Yep. I post, I call it like subliminal messaging, but I subliminally post about the coaching opportunity at least once a day, and so some of that may be recognition for my team, or just bought my team Christmas presents, or just paid off this bill because of, so I'm always talking about the coaching opportunity. And so a majority of the people that are reaching out to me are like, what do you do? How do you do it? And how can I do it too?
Yeah. So this is from my mom. What is the idea? So no more inviting just people coming to you from ads, then having them friend you and continue the conversation. Yeah. I mean, you still have to invite in the beginning of starting this. Like I'm still inviting people.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I'll always invite, because I've always had success with,
Jennifer, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You can go ahead.
I've always I've always been inviting since day one. And so I feel like I could never let that go, but I've definitely been able to ease up on it a little bit, just because I know I'm also having traffic coming from that avenue too. So.
Okay. So treat the like page as substitute for regular page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sucks. I know.
Do you recommend for people like in the beginning to whatever they're posting on their personal page, just post that same thing on their like page?
Yeah. And one thing I do with my new coaches too, so I'm not like, if there's any new coaches on here, or Amy, or people that have coaches under them, one thing I do is I have my coaches post on their personal page until they hit Success Club for 3 months in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So get them used to talking to their warm market, posting on their personal page, kind of just get used to it, because they're not going to have any success on a like page. If they start from scratch and they have 20 followers and they're trying to sell challenge packs, they're going to jump out the window. I mean, it's just not going to work. Yeah. So the key is, so I always say, let's get you to Hit Success Club your first 3 months in a row, and then we can kind of move over to the like page. So.
And Alexis, so when did you start with Jesse's training, and then how many of your coaches have been doing it, and how has their success been so far?
So when did I start with him? I think October. No, September. Because I think the webinar was in October, and I had been working with him for about 30 days before that. I had a lot of coaches sign up for my downline because I was like freaking out because I thought it was so awesome. And so I was telling everybody about it. And I mean, it's done wonders for our entire downline. I mean, I truly believe our downline is growing because of it, because
you jumped from like 150 coaches in your downline this time last year to over 750, or you have almost 700 or something?
Yeah, I went from, so we had one, I think we had just hit 100 on the 5th, and we're at like 780 right now. So in 1 year, it's been, I don't even know. Sometimes it just doesn't feel real, but yeah, I mean, the cool thing for me is I really got my diamonds invested in it. And, like my higher level coaches or my coaches that are really eager, I wanted them to, invest in the training and just say, look, this is going to be the future of our businesses. We're going to need this. And I mean, I have coaches who are killing it on their like pages.
Yeah, your coach Kelsey has been doing well.
She does better than I do. I mean, I'm like, can I just be you? She's like a cute family and like a really cute daughter. And sometimes I think she has an advantage because of it. I'm like, come on, my dog is cute, but I don't have a cute girl. Like her like little girl will like make videos like talking about Shakeology. She's like 4. I'm like, come on. Like, that's just unfair.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to keep taking up so much time, but thank you so much. So everyone, I really hope you guys invest the $300 to do Jesse's training. Think of it as a long-term investment to, building your business. It's going to be really good. And he's opening it up on January 26th, he told me. So I can post it again in the Boom Fam. You guys can bring it over to your other coach groups, but
December 26th, right?
Yeah, he said December 26th, he'll open it early.
Yes, you can actually if you go to like his Jesse Reagan social team builder page, you can actually message him on there, and like you can get an early bird. He'll just let you sign up like even before the webinar on the 26th. So
yeah,
it wouldn't hurt to get, I mean, if you have the funds to do it and you're eager to get started, it would,
Oh, you think if they paid the $300 now, they can start right now?
I think that's what he told me.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying wait to the 26th, but yeah.
I might be wrong. Okay, so don't quote me on it.
He's going to let you use the videos, but he's not going to be like active in the group. And Jesse's very active in the group. Like as soon as you post something, he like responds so quickly. So he's definitely very like proactive in the group for people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's very up to date with his stuff too. Like he'll create new videos like even every month if something changes on Facebook. So, and do we like forever have access to like our login, or how long is that?
Yeah, you get lifetime access. He also, like, our group ended, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago
it did. I'm still in there.
Well, but that's the thing. He still does a weekly hangout, and he has me or somebody that's like been working with him one-on-one on the hangout to answer questions. I mean, honestly, like for $300, I think he 100% over delivers for like, I think he can charge more.
I mean, honestly, if you find one person that would become a coach or something, like that's worth way more than $300 or anything you're going to invest into it. Yeah. So I haven't like sold anything or anything like that, but I probably have like 10 conversations going, and I did have someone switch coaches to me. They already had a package and they switched to me because their coach wasn't active. So that's one person who's already invested in the program and stuff that I'm working with her in a challenge to convert her to a coach. So that's, I mean, that to me is worth $300 if she pans out. So
yeah. Yeah, I can't say enough. I mean, I could go on all night.
Alexis is like insane so far, but all right, guys. Thanks so much for getting on. We went a little longer, but have a good night.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, and my little page is Alexis Whalen. If you guys have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. I'll send you the link right now for us,
Okay,
Amy.
thank you.
Okay.